Yes, for those of you who don't believe it, this game is in fact shutting down. I just got this news a few weeks ago, even though it's a lot older than that. Pretty much I wanted to make a video talking about this game because this is something that like I've grown up with for, most of my high school years. The first few friends I've met was actually by playing this game. A few friends I met played this game in my school. We connected through it and we played and stuff, and we had a good time. This was actually also one of my first addictions, my mobile gaming addictions actually, which transpired into a rabbit hole of me gambling in games like a dumbass, primarily through CSGO and other games where, microtransactions are just abundant. But yeah, if you go to the shop in this game, they actually, as of a week ago, terminated all purchases, so you can't make any purchases. If I had to put a ballpark of not 6 years, like the 3 years I actively played this game when it came out, I probably put a little over 2,000 Canadian dollars towards this game. And I was just a young kid. I didn't know what I was doing. I got my first part-time job, and someone came up to me and asked me how much should I have in my, had in my bank, and I said, a pretty damn good amount, a few thousand. And then they wondered why I never spent anything. And when young me heard that, is when I started investing ridiculous amounts of money into these games. This game was no exception. It was probably like I look back at it, and not only everyone who put money towards this game is losing, everything they put towards it, and it's sad to see it go away. I'd rather see fucking Genshin Impact get put to the grave rather than Brave Frontier, truthfully told, to be absolutely honest. But the fact of the matter is, we're losing not just Brave Frontier, but all the titles. So if you go into the info over here, we look at it. I already opened it, but let's open it again. So the letter is, addressing all the fans, thanking everyone for supporting the game. Down here, just like I mentioned, the 30th, they terminated all purchase of premium currency. And on the 27th, which is less than 20 days from now, less than 2 weeks, the servers will be shut down. You can open the app, but you will not be able to access the game. Essentially, the game will be no more. And then they have this picture of Tillith at the bottom, all smiling and happy. I think they chose the wrong picture for this announcement, truth to be told. I have expected to see like a picture of Tillith just like bawling her eyes out, crying that this entire game is, and all the servers are being shut down. It's just wild, And you may be telling yourself, if he hasn't played that much, why does he have these new characters? Well, in less than a week with the free summons, I managed to apparently get some of the best units that were so good that I literally just beat like the trials, not just the strategy part. That's like the new one, but those guys don't know what I mean by strategy and trial. Essentially, they're the challenging offline modes of this game. And yeah, like there's a lot of stuff that happened in this game. Primarily, everyone knows the power creep got ridiculous. I'm gonna be honest, when I was doing the trials, I was stuck at like the 4th one, and I just gave up on it. I didn't want to look up the strategy. I didn't want to go look up the strategy and how to do everything and all that kind of stuff. But I went in blind with this team, and I literally beat everything first try. Like it was not even a challenge. And that's how ridiculous the power creep in this game got. Even the strategy harder stuff, I could probably look up guides and beat it with this team, if not sub out 1 or 2 person that, is a little outdated. But yeah, Brave Frontier is a game that I put a lot of time, effort, and money in, and now it is officially shutting down, which is absolutely insane. Like, I used to, put so much time and effort in this game. This game meant a lot to me because I love the artwork. I'm going to show you guys some of the artwork. You guys already saw a little bit of it when we looked at the characters. But this is a character I just like the artwork a lot of. I don't think they'll let you zoom in on the characters, but you can literally just go to Google and look up like Brave Frontier Omni characters. The art in this game, the 2D chibis, is absolutely incredible. Like, I've never seen any game put so much effort into 2D art quite like Brave Frontier does. And you have to keep in mind, this game came back out like 20, I was in high school like 2013, 2014. It came back out way back, and God, you know, it's like for a game like this, I think it was a little bit ahead of its time in terms of artwork and, you know, what it kind of showed. The art kind of reminded me a little bit of the Maple Story art, how there's just a lot of the, you know, 2D art that's put a lot of effort into. And this is kind of like an end of an era, really, if you think about it. Like, a lot of these mobile games and all these older games are transitioning into 3D art. Now, I am very passionate about the topic of 2D and 3D art in games. I think 2D art can be very, very well in video games. In fact, I personally love a lot more 2D art than 3D art in games. I mean, if you see most like modern like mobile games or games people are trying to, you know, port out, like the 3D art's just embarrassing. It looks like art that came out straight out of a PlayStation 1 game. It's absolutely just abysmal, some of the art in some of these games. But then you got Brave Frontier, like all the art in this game, like the quality of my phone on screen might glitch a little bit, but just absolutely incredible stuff. Like, the amount of work that was put towards the art and all these characters is just absolutely incredible. Like, I've never seen a mobile game, do art this good, especially back in 2013 where this game released. This was like peak video game art, like, especially like, I believe it was like in Japan or countries where this game was very popular. Like, you'd see like the art on the big posters, you know, or the big screens and all that, and people were excited when units released in this game. But there's actually a problem specifically with units in this game. There's 1,000 fucking units in this game. They just kept releasing so much units. I really wish they took time towards not just like the story, but the story followed characters, the same characters you meet in the beginning in the tutorial for arena, tutorial for playing the game. And if these characters, all these characters, if they created like 300 characters instead of 1,000 characters, but they put time and effort to some voice acting, putting these characters in the story, you know, different art and animations within the story, you know, just like simple shit, I feel like players would have built more of a connection with these characters, and the longevity of this game could have lasted better instead of just relying on crossovers with pop culture and many different things like anime and I don't know what else that they contributed, stumbling over my words, like crossovers, whatever crossovers they did in this fucking game. Like, there are so many like really cool characters, and a lot of characters I feel like they could have just made good story out of. They could have, you know, they could have really sold the game with like personalities through some of these characters. Like, I think like the story of like Elsa and Alice is interesting, but you don't hear much about it, and that's the problem. You only hear like the summoning like messages or the evolution messages and some basic info of the character, but we don't know much about these characters. You know, we know like Elsa and her sister. I forget the sister's name is Alice, right? Alice and Elsa, right? There's their story, but you don't hear much about it. This is a kind of a cool dude, like Malif. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on with this guy, but he seems like he kind of reminds me of Kefka from Final Fantasy. Like, I don't know, like he could have been like a really cool villain in the game or something. You know, like they have all these cool characters, and this is what I mean by crossovers. By the way, this is of it's a fighting game. Is it Fatal Fury? I'm not caught up with fighting games, but I know he's, you know, a crossover character, right? So this is an example. They do beautiful art for crossover characters. And the reason why copyright isn't an issue is because games can do this if it's in their own art. Like, even South Park can put people and things in their show if it's in their own art. Like, that's just the way it is, how copyright works. If anyone wanted to know why these people don't like sue for them putting, you know, their games and characters even in Phantom of the Kill, another game by Gumi, which I'm pretty sure a lot of that game shut down. The global was gone a while ago. They just have the Japanese one. I don't think that one's even gonna last that long, to be honest. I don't know. There's also a new Brave Frontiers, by the way. I think there's like, maybe there's one that's staying, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure everything's shutting down. Spoiler alert for this game, but the main story person who you talk to, the creator of the world, ends up being like the evil guy, and you can collect him. and he's actually not even the strongest unit in the game, and that still blows my mind. Imagine being the god of your universe and you being like a fucking B tier in your game. Like, like God, I just can't believe, like, you know, some of that logic, you know? It's like, when I saw Lucius was in the game, I'm like, okay, this guy's easily the best unit in the game. He's the fucking god of this game's universe. Like, it just doesn't make any sense how he wouldn't be. But, yeah, he's like a B tier unit or something. Yeah, he... Also, this guy, I have a max and everything, Rengaku, but this guy's apparently like almost like F tier or D tier or something. When I played, that guy was considered pretty good. So you can just see how the power creep, you know, absolutely just tore rampant. Something really cool in this game is there were raids. There's a raiding system when you join guilds. And I thought this was a really cool concept, you know. There was like bossing, and it was kind of like everyone had their own instance in the raid. I don't think it was like live action instances, but this was still a really good idea, like the guild idea. I feel like they could have executed the guild idea just a little bit better, but you know, with the game they're very limited in the things they can do, like hence why they made the newer Brave Frontiers. They wanted to do better things, but I feel like there was a lot more they could have done with this game. There's a lot more things they could have done rather than just focusing on gachaing characters through this game. And at the end of the day, you know, they tried milking it as a gacha game, you know, with power creep, you know, with all the amazing art and all the big challenges that you need guides for and all that stuff. But now, like, a lot of the basic trials, like, I did all of them in one try, for example. The power creep just got ridiculous, and, you know, now the game's kind of gonna be gone in like less than 2 weeks from now as of making this video. Like, if they're gonna go out, like, why not go out with a bang? Why not give everyone like 1,000 gems and just to go crazy and summon as much as they want and give them, you know, let them use all the characters and all that. That's the one thing that doesn't make sense, and why I think, like, I thought this was gonna be a PR move is, like, why would you shut down the gem purchases instead of just letting everyone get a, you know, just really go to town and just use all the gems? It just doesn't make sense, you know. I feel like it really doesn't make sense. I feel like there's going to be like a future investment into this game, maybe, if it still stays around, but as it stands, it's apparently shutting down. So yeah, just thought I'd make this video just talking about this. Like, you know, Brave Frontiers game I played a lot as a kid, spent a ridiculous amount of money on. It fueled my addiction for video games and all that, and you know, a game that took a lot of my money as a kid is now being gone. And all that money, by the way, all the money I spent in that game yielded units that are absolute dog shit, dog water tier in this game. I am not even kidding. Like, a lot of the units I put a lot of money on are already outclassed by 2 units I got for free. Like, it's insane. Like, you right now, you can download this game, be a brand new player, invest like a good week of just like actually like grinding it out, story and all that, collecting like, you know, the login rewards and all that stuff, and you can assemble a pretty decent team and level up, because all the stuff required to get resources and materials, all the dungeons, they're out indefinitely until this game kind of shits the bed, for half energy as well, which is kind of cool. So you can go, like, I can even like max out my level right now just doing the Souls training ground and get more karma. I got rid of all of my karma because I was Omni plusing units, which is like the max evolution in this game. But yeah, that's really about it. I'm just gonna end this one here. For those of you guys who know Brave Frontier and have any fond memories of it, leave it down in the comments below. I know everyone's making a fucking video about this. I looked up Brave Frontier shutting down. I saw like 25 videos from everyone. And something I also wanted to mention that I'm not allowed to talk about is I actually didn't have my account on me. An old Facebook got deleted that this account was connected to. So the only way I could get this back was talk to customer service. And this isn't a service they're giving to everyone because they're shutting down the game. Why would they put all the effort in bringing your character if it's going to delete the game anyway? But, you know, I told them, like, yo, like, I invested a lot of money in this game. This game was a big part of my childhood. I just want to relive it again. And they kind of helped me out with that. But I'm not supposed to say, like, oh, you know, if you lost your account, they'll help you out with that. Don't worry. The reason why I was able to get my account back is because I knew a lot of information of the account, my account name, the arena rank, sort of, all the units I had and everything. If you were just some Joe Schmo with a fucking Vargas lead with the name Kirito or all these fucking weeb anime names that are very common in the game, your chance of getting your account back are essentially next to fucking zero. I never understood that. When this game came out, like, there were so many people had names like Kirito, Naruto, and just like, are people that like no creativity in names? Like, it's insane. Like, even 10-year-old me made up my own name for my fucking Club Penguin account. Like, my name was fucking Fireburn2343, but at least it's a lot more creative than fucking Kirito and Naruto. Anyway, that's a completely different, you know, topic. I'm jumping on a different topic there. I'm just gonna end the video right here, and yeah, that's it. Brave Frontier, we're gonna fucking miss you. We're gonna miss all the games. I mean, it's crazy. This game is gonna be gone. Like, I would not expect that. Like, I thought gacha games would have incredible lifespans because people dump tons of money on these games. But I guess I'm wrong. I looked up the Reddits and people are saying, you know, the guy who made this game, people who made this game, they can't keep running a charity and, you know, letting the servers up because running the servers costs money, creating the game costs money, hiring these artists to work on this stuff. By the way, art is beautiful, costs a lot of money, and it is what it is. The game is just gonna die. The app's not gonna work anymore. I'm probably not gonna uninstall the app, just like as a reminder on my phone that I once used to play this game. And maybe if one day the servers go back, you know, I'll make sure not to delete my Facebook account so I can always go back to this game. But, you know, it's gonna be gone. I remember a lot of YouTubers that made videos on this game. A very popular YouTuber, Ushi Gaming. That guy used to be the absolute OG of this game, and then he started playing fucking Genshin Impact. God, I hate that game so much. I'm probably gonna make another video on why I hate Genshin Impact, and I haven't been uploading much because I've been very busy. I'm gonna be making a lot of videos, kind of like a life recap of my fitness journey. I'm talking about my fitness journey to you guys. Things I'm doing on the group gaming channel, which I'm yet to edit the second video on because I've just been so busy, and honestly it's a pretty low return on investment right now because we're just growing and it's kind of tough, you know, with the landscape being so saturated on YouTube. But we're trying to pull something out as a group. You know, I want a successful group gaming channel for you know, just all my friends, because I want to support them, you know, like to do things, have fun financially, all that stuff, if I can, if it does very well. But, you know, I just want to help people out. A lot of my old time viewers, I want to give them something back. A lot of people have been following me for a very long time, and yeah, I just haven't been uploading. I've not been as consistent as I was ever since I quit YouTube on the old channel. This is a lot of stuff that people won't know what the fuck I'm talking about because, you know, a lot of people probably clicked on this video, want to hear about Brave Frontier shutting down, and want to see me cry and shit my pants over it. But I mean, I kind of did cry for a second, not gonna lie. Like I wept some pretty manly tears when I heard this game was shutting down. Oh man, like I'm gonna miss this game, to be honest. Like, this game holds a lot of meaning to me. Like, if I could turn my webcam around right now, I literally have 2 cosplays I am working on, because I'm a cosplayer, of characters in this game. And if people really want to see, you know, all the effort I put into that, I can make a video on it. I'm not going to spoil who the characters are, but people who've watched previous streams already know who the characters are I'm cosplaying. But yeah, you know, I'm just gonna stop rambling, even though, you know, I have a lot to say about this game. I have a lot of things to say, but, you know, I'm just not gonna keep the video running on for too long. So yeah, you know, rip Brave Frontier. We're really gonna miss you. You know, Brave Frontier, like, this game meant so much to me, and now it's gone. And I'm a guy who came back 4 years later after I stopped playing it. And like my first year university, I dropped a little bit of money on gems. I kind of regret that, to be honest, because I got fuck all out of those gems, and then I quit again. And then I came back and got like some of the best units, and then yeah, the game became easy again. So yeah, absolutely for free, by the way, which is hilarious. So yeah, for those of you guys who want to play the game, you have until April 27th. Then the game's gonna die that day. I do want to fucking stream this game. I will be streaming this game for one day. Mark my words, we are going to be streaming this game sometime within the next 2 weeks before it shuts down. I might even stream the day before it shuts down too. Just like really enjoying it, you know. But yeah, that's enough for this video. Catch you guys next time.